Hi, my name is Angie Stiff, and I'm the Executive Director of Pinson Hospital Hospitality House. Welcome to this year's online fundraiser for the 15th Annual Patrons Luncheon. This event is our most important fundraiser of the year, generating over $250,000 annually. We have had to cancel all 3 of our annual fundraising events due to the coronavirus pandemic. So we hope you will consider participating in our email campaign to support our families in medical crisis. It is my distinct pleasure to tell you that we have been able to remain open since the very beginning of this COVID-19 pandemic, with not even 1 case of coronavirus at the house. Thank you for your consistent support of all we do for our families here at Pinson Hospital Hospitality House. We couldn't carry out our mission to serve others without you and your financial support, and for this, we are extremely grateful. Our home is essential to so many. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Dr. Wright Pinson. Though I'm currently part of the VUMC executive team, I was a liver transplant surgeon for 25 years at Vanderbilt. I have personally known many families from out of town struggle, wondering where they will stay while their loved one undergoes transplant surgery and long-term follow-up care. It's actually a financial impossibility for most. Thankfully, I was able to reassure families and refer them to Hospital Hospitality House located near Vanderbilt. I was so grateful there was a safe, comfortable home for them where they could relax, sleep well, receive healthy meals, and recover nightly from their day's incredible stress. They needed it. These were families traveling from other counties in Tennessee, out of state, and sometimes even from other countries. Money was an issue, and follow-up care was often lengthy. Thankfully, Nashville is so fortunate to have medical housing for families in medical crisis. Just in the past 5 months alone, during the global pandemic, Pinson Hospital Hospitality House has remained open to help families in great need. In fact, we are the only medical housing facility to remain open during the COVID-19 crisis. Because of this, it has become not only critical but imperative that we remain open. Also, because of increased safety protocols and adjustments in house rules, we are proud to say we have remained COVID-free throughout this pandemic. I am proud to be on the board, and I'm even prouder to have my name on the organization. The work that is done here is from the heart. It is meaningful and it is necessary. But today, I'm asking you to help us continue to help families in medical crisis. Your dollars will support overnight and day services that in 2020 alone will benefit well over 1,000 families, which is almost 3 times the number of families that we served in 2019. Thank you for your thoughtful consideration.
When we were about 25 weeks pregnant with Tripp, we found out that he had some heart defects. We didn't know how bad at the time, and then we went to our specialty doctor here in Jackson, and they for sure confirmed that he had some more severe heart defects. We knew that our doctor had told us that we would have to stay in Nashville, and I would have to get there before we had him so I could give birth at Vanderbilt. We were there for about 6 months, pretty much the entire time. I was in nursing school, and I had already finished 2 semesters, and it was my last one, and I really, really did not want to have to start over from the beginning. It was more stress than I think one person can handle. I would have clinicals that I had to go to in Memphis, and I obviously stayed with him as much as I possibly could. I would wake up at 2:30 in the morning and drive straight to Memphis, and then spend all day there and drive all the way back to Nashville. And those days were really, really tough. There were a lot of really hard trials during those 6 months. Honestly, having our room at the hospitality house made it
Yeah, it made it
doable.
so much easier. Every time we walk in, they would ask how we were doing, and just a big family, pretty much.
Yeah, Becky and Robin, I know that there's always several people coming and going, and they remembered our names, they remembered our kids' names. They made it a point to let us know that they cared how we were doing and how our family and how Trip was doing. Please consider donating to the hospitality house so you can help families like ours be closer to their family members in need.
I'm Marshall Sherman. I'm a 91 Bravo in the United States Army. First, when I got to Fort Campbell, I was finally able to go home after 26 weeks. And then my wife and my mom and dad noticed that there was lumps on my neck. I went to the hospital on post and they did testing, and then they finally diagnosed me that I did have leukemia and we needed to get on it as soon as we could, so they sent me down Clarksville Oncology. Doctor recommended me go to Nashville. I got there April 15th and I was there for 70 days.
I think the first time we went to the hospitality house, that very night he got a fever, so we had to go back to the hospital. And Becky was just so understanding, like just from the very beginning that we were there, they were so nice and so sweet and helped us with everything that we needed.
It was like another family, kind of. And then especially like not only the people that work there, but the people that are there. It kind of takes your mind off of what you're going through. We played cards with a bunch of people that were there, so it kind of, you didn't really think about the reason why you were there, really. You know what I mean? It was just like a place where you lived, and the atmosphere was amazing. And it was just like another family to us, really.
They're just doing an amazing job, so anything that you donate is definitely worth donating for. Please consider giving to the hospitality house.
Your support will help families just like ours.
Hello, my name is Mickey Beasley. Together with Ann Crinson, we co-founded the Pinson Hospital Hospitality House. And we are proud to say that we can now look back on over 500,000 nights of a warm, safe home away from home that has brought thousands of smiles of relief and has answered many, many prayers. I am 94 years old now, and I don't mind telling you my age because it just shows you how long so many loving people throughout Nashville have worked from the heart to help other struggling people.
Hello, my name is Ann Crinson. I co-founded Pinson Hospital Hospitality House with Mickey Beasley in 1974. Over our 46-year history, families have come from every county in Tennessee, every state in our country, and even 40 foreign countries. We have provided comfort, support, and security, along with basic needs of laundry and meals, with more than 500,000 nights of lodging for the families and patients who come to Nashville for medical services, and often the most difficult and anguished times of their lives.
I'd like to thank our corporate sponsors who consistently support our efforts and mission. This year's Patrons Luncheon email fundraiser is a unique way to continue the tradition of our luncheon. I'd like to thank our signature sponsor, Delta Dental, for their constant support. I'd also like to recognize the Heirs Foundation for their lead gift, which allowed for the construction of our new, larger building and allows us to help even more families. Other 2020 sponsors I'd like to recognize and thank include Vanderbilt University Medical Center, Earl Swinson and Associates, Enterprise Solutions, United Healthcare Community and State, J.E. Dunn, HCA Healthcare TriStar Health, Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, and First Bank.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we do thank you so very much.
Today, 46 years later, the needs are the same, and you are somebody who can do something. Would you consider giving? We need you to help us help others.